What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. Today we're going to try something a little bit different. I was due to go out and film a vlog today, but I had a couple of things cancelled on me and it's a little bit gloomy out as well, so I thought I'd stay at home and we'd do a bit of a reaction video just to like some just random stuff, menswear and menswear adjacent. So I've got a few like clips lined up and videos, and I've tried to sort of keep myself away from them. So I know like I'd see like the title or something, I'd save them and then not actually watch and listen to them. So hopefully they're interesting, but I'll give my point of view on them, and on that point, like if I disagree with anything in here, doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It doesn't mean I believe that I'm the only right point of view. It's just my personal point of view, but we'll have a see. Yeah, I also don't have like all the like software and stuff yet, so we'll do it pretty basic where I'll record it or I'll just play it on here and then I'll add it later and I'll listen to it on these. But before we do get into it though, I'd just like to ask if you get anything from this video at all, if you could hit the like and subscribe button, check out archerandwoods.com for premium menswear, and sign up to the Substack The Guidance, which is just a newsletter I send out from all the big resale sites, from all the brands you probably know and love if you watch these videos, like Drake's, Anglo-Italian. We had some really nice bits from Natalino and Bergen there as well on the last one. Some really great deals to be had in there as well, so yeah, I'll put a link in the description for that. But enough about that, let's get into these videos.
These 3 style hacks will make your next outfit 10 times better.
Okay, so this is Alex Costa. I know this guy, I don't know him personally, I'm aware of him. I don't really watch that much menswear content in this sort of like educational format sort of way. Some might say I need to, but yeah, I just tend to more watch like the shorter form stuff that's just like the brands or the people that work in the industry and stuff like that, rather than the stuff. I think maybe because I don't want to, like, you're never going to come up with your own ideas and this stuff. Everything's been done already, like content making and fashion and menswear. But yeah, I just like to keep like a clean mental palette, if that makes sense. But let's see what we've got to say.
Some of your sleeve underneath your jackets. It adds a cool layer, a pop of color, and it works for suits or coats.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I like a little bit of cuff showing. Obviously, with the majority of us, we'll have to take it to an alterations tailor to have that worked on. So handy thing is there, if you go to the tailors, make sure you bring a shirt to get that just right, and then you know what you're looking at there.
Don't forget to add accessories. Without accessories, your outfit can look too plain. Whether it's a beanie, a watch, or a necklace, it will improve your fit.
I mean, accessories are good. I don't think they're always necessary. I think this is part of this sort of menswear world. It's a little bit younger than me, like where I sort of lose touch with it, because I think there's an over-accessorization, if that makes sense, or maybe like a reliance on accessories sometimes, like wearing a chain or a hat or something like that, where you could just like, it's not overdoing it necessarily, or some people definitely do, especially like lots of bracelets and things like that. And sometimes it can look cool, but I do feel like some people do overdo it and over-rely on it to make an outfit interesting. Sometimes the most simple thing is the best thing. I was reading an article, Simon Crompton from Permanent Style, about how he doesn't wear pocket squares anymore. And that resonated with me because I don't really wear pocket squares that much. I'm very sparing with them. I do sometimes wear them, and whenever I post like a video, like an outfit of myself and I'm not wearing one, you always get people say it, like put a pocket square in, but you don't need it all the time. Sometimes it's nice, sometimes I feel like it's just a bit of a distraction, and that goes with chains and everything else as well. But sometimes it's nice.
Don't wear wrinkly clothes. Steam them so that you don't look like you just rolled out of bed. And follow for more tips.
That's a fair one. Something, you know, it's one of those things, right? We all want to live a perfect sort of life. I've had such a difficult history with steamers. They break, they're never that good. So I bought one of those big sort of clamp down sort of steamer things. I really like that, but you have to get it out. I don't know what this is looking up right now. Some things are more difficult. This is the hardest thing to get wrinkles out of, this thing. The materials, it's stiff, it's a nightmare. So yeah, obviously it's a good thing, but chasing perfection sometimes can be a bit tough.
Do you need a second pair of trousers?
Right, so we have Rampley & Co. This is Chris Modu, and he's
menswear.
fantastic. So I just spoke over him there. I'm going to get used to this. Definitely give Rampley & Co. a follow or a subscribe on YouTube for like more classic menswear, and if you're into the more rules side of things, they're really good for that. even though a lot of the guys that have on, and Chris himself will often say like things are there to be broken, rules are there to be broken, so it's not stuffy in that sort of sense. That's one of the reasons I like it.
There's some very good points to cover. If you wear suits regularly, you'll know your trousers take a lot more wear than a jacket. In a day of wearing a suit, you probably take your jacket off, maybe to work at your desk. If you drive in it, for example, you'll probably take your jacket off, but your trousers remain on all day. So to combat that, it's good to consider having a second pair of trousers.
100%. This was actually, I think, the first bit of menswear advice my dad gave me, was buying 2 pairs of trousers if you're buying a suit. So, I mean, it's difficult now because I buy a lot of stuff pre-owned and you rarely get the chance to do that. And, but unfortunately with that, I don't have a job that I have to wear a suit for, like a daily suit, so I don't really wear out the trousers too much. But if you do wear a suit particularly often, if you wear it daily, then having 2 pairs of trousers is a really good idea. It's going to elongate the lifespan of that suit massively, especially if you have thick thighs like myself, where they will wear the holes in.
A lot of my customers through the years, when I was a salesman doing made to measure and bespoke and even ready to wear, I would sell a lot of suits with 2 pairs of trousers. The advantage of that, of course, is that for a lot of customers, they find that for the wear of a jacket, 2 pairs of trousers gives them a longer life. It extends the life of the suit quite significantly. And considering that a good quality suit isn't a cheap purchase, it can work out cheaper to buy a second pair of trousers than not. Otherwise, you can end up with wardrobes full of jackets that don't really match other trousers, particularly like suit jackets.
Yeah, exactly. And it is kind of tough to find trousers in the same material as a jacket if you want to go backwards, so you might as well just get 2 there and then if you can. Yeah, you're just going to get a lot more wear out of them. It is a pain because you don't want to have to buy 2. You're not getting anything extra out of it when you actually buy it immediately. But yeah, if you do plan to wear your suit regularly, it's a really good idea.
49% of women admitted that they will only date a man that is taller than them. So
this is the fun stuff I was hoping to find. I've watched a few of his videos. When I started getting into YouTube, I definitely watched some of his videos because he's been around for quite a while. But it's not my particular style. It's not very about like this kind of thing about like taller guys don't get women or all that stuff, and it's just not my way of thinking in a lot of ways. So taller guys, what was the statistic there? Let's go back. And I'm a shorter guy, so let's see if this holds true.
49% of women admitted that they will only date a man that is taller than them. So I'm gonna show you 2 methods that will give you 2.5 inches of extra height. And if you don't believe me, I want you to look at this video of a man.
Right. Was it 49% of women? I mean, that's kind of probably true. Like, if you think about it, in my dating life, I think, yeah, I mean, it's rare that you find women that are taller than you to date a shorter guy. I'm a shorter guy myself. I'm 5'7", and there is the occasional woman that will date a guy shorter than them, but there are plenty of shorter women, so or men. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Right, well, we're looking at this guy here, okay?
Yo, are you seeing? This is crazy. Height has such a high impact. First, I want you to keep your chin slightly raised to give the illusion that you're looking down at her. And I get it, some guys might be annoyed by this, that girls require this as a standard, but it's ingrained in their biology, and all you can do is play the game to win. You can even grab yourself a pair of shoes that have a thicker sole, like a pair of boots.
This is my problem with the whole thing. So, I mean, just looking down on people all day, it's ridiculous in my opinion. It's like putting your shoulders back. You see some guys out and about do that, and it's so clearly obvious, and you can't keep that up all day. This thing in terms of like wearing boots or those little slip-in things, what they're called, lifts or something. You don't need to, height is, it's really, look, when we're at school and you're the shorter guy in the group, there is a lot of like banter that we throw. Like, it just happens. It's one of those things. It's like everyone gets it for whatever minor sort of personality trait or potential or perceived flaw. In a friendship group, it's just what happens. It's what's used against you. But it's not that important though in the real world. In the outer world, like, okay, yes, so this, what, 46% of women won't date someone shorter than them, but there are, as I said, there are shorter women, so I won't worry about that. And there's also the other, I mean, there's the other percentage as well. So it's not something you need to go around and really overthink about. Having higher, like, big boots on all the time are completely unnecessary and impractical, all those lift things, because the absolute worst thing, talk about not getting a woman into bed. I don't even like to say it. I talk about not getting a woman back home, but once you take off your lifts and your boots and you drop a couple of inches, that's going to be a bigger problem. That's a much more embarrassing situation, and one I'd rather just be completely open and honest about. And this goes for like putting your height on your dating apps as well and things like that. Probably best just to put it out there first, because you don't want to, it just causes so many problems in the long run. You might as well just be open and honest. It's the best way to be.
And I get it, you're not gonna wear boots every single day of your life, but there are shoes that are specifically designed with thicker soles, which is taking me from being a tall dude to an extremely tall dude. Now, the second thing you can do, if you wanna look taller, use the invisible string trick. To use this trick, as you're watching this video, I want you to imagine yourself an invisible string at the top of your head that is pulling you upwards, and keep that string as you walk.
So the first thing, again, with the chunky shoes, again, you don't want to wear chunky shoes all the time, especially if one of the biggest aspects of dressing and dressing well is silhouette, and a big gold chunky. It's going to be also like a trainer or a sneaker, so you always have to wear them. Your silhouette's going to look completely off balance. That whole sort of like ugly sneaker thing is, I think that's pretty much dead now, mostly. I'm not a big sort of sneakerhead, so I'm not too sure. But what about loafers, eh? What about loafers? You can get some chunky soled loafers, but still, anyway. And then the string thing. I mean, it kind of is a bit valid in terms of just getting good posture. It not only for yourself and for your own sort of confidence, and that sort of cybernetic loop, it also does convey confidence as well. So I'm not going to completely diss some of this stuff, because I think that is valid. Just if you can have not good posture, I sort of have to remind myself every now and again. I slouch when I make these videos, and whenever I edit them, I really just look at myself and with disgust. But still, you can always try. I don't think this is a bad one, to be honest. But these guys are really killing it on YouTube.
When you wear the color blue. Hey, at least I got legs. But you have no style, but that's okay, because I'm going to show you how to wear the color blue properly. The color blue is a very common and popular color.
It's the best color, goes with most people's like skin tones. I'm not a big one for color theory as such, because I feel like there's a lot of horrible colors out there you wouldn't want to wear. And if that happens to be your particular sort of like the color that looks best on you, you're in a bit of trouble then. Earth tones, more natural tones, are the best, and I say that for pretty much everyone. There is elements of like certain colors will enhance certain aspects, but you have to balance that whole thing out. But blue's great.
Promotes trust, calmness, reliability, and is 42% of everyone's favorite color. Now, there's 3 ways that you can wear blue in your outfit. It's tonal blue, balanced blue, and combining blue. Tonal blue is when you wear a monochromatic outfit that's filled with different shades of blue. Like navy and light blue, that's really good for a professional setting. Or you can wear baby blue.
Yeah, I mean, like personally, these sort of lighter sort of colors are just not my thing at all. I think in the last outfit you had, like the darker trousers, much better. When you have, if you just have subtle shades, I've got nothing here, blue. Just subtle steps in shade I personally feel is better when you're going tonal, rather than like big drastic ones causing too much contrast. And then also the lighter sort of pastel colors they look. If you have a darker skin tone, they do look better. Like with my complexion, they look terrible. But yeah, I'm just not a big lover of them overall.
Was your main centerpiece of your outfit, and complement it with navy. This would be really great to wear to an event or even a party. Balancing blue is when you wear blue with different neutral colors. For example, you can wear the color blue with neutral colors like cream, black, and gray, or even navy blue and black, which is a perfect combination.
Yeah, I mean, in theory.
For any formal setting. And lastly, combining blue is when you pair blue with a complementary warm or earth tone color. So for example, you can do red and blue, which is a great color combination for the holidays.
That's too costumey for me. Like those two colours are so, like the shades he's got there, just so contrasty, and I keep going back to unnatural. I really want to find better terminology for this in terms of colours. They just look so stark and just plasticky in a way. Like they just don't sit cohesively. They're very jarring, I find, to look at. Personally, I prefer just sort of subtle, darker tones, richer tones, tones that you'll find out again in nature. But if you are doing a red, something a bit more, with a bit more depth in it as well. Maybe, and also texture. I think this also adding a bit of texture can really help out as well. Oh, we've got more.
The right way to wear your suit. Now this is how you wear a suit, and here's how you do it. You never want to wear white or casual socks with your suit unless you're going for a high fashion look. Instead,
yeah, I mean, you got the point there. I mean, it is more high fashion-y sort of.
What you want to do is match the color of your sock to your shoe or your trousers to create contrast for a seamless look.
That I wouldn't go with. You don't have to match up. There's so many. We've gone through many like Drake's lookbooks, and they've just got different sort of colours in there. So you don't have to do that. I mean, if you're really stuck, it could be a good just a fail safe. But yes, I wouldn't say that at all.
Next, you never want to be a guy that wears small, skinny lapels on their suits like this. It's ill-fitting for your body style, and it looks cheap. The width of your lapel should complement your body proportions. So if you're a small or
yeah, I mean, the thin lapel thing, I always want to keep a little caveat in there because you never know when things change. And I remember the Saint Laurent sort of black suits were kind of nice on certain body types, and it can work. But in general, I think, yeah, it's pretty bang on.
Mid-sized guy, you should wear a mid-size width on your blazer. And if you're a guy with a larger frame, you should wear a broader lapel on your blazer. Next, don't wear a whole bunch of accessories with your suit. This looks tacky and cheap. Instead, keep it clean by wearing one watch, one ring, and one bracelet. You're wearing your suit the wrong way if you don't look confident and your body posture looks like this. Whenever you're wearing your suit, you want to stand up straight and look confident. This makes a big difference in how your suit looks on you.
Yeah, I mean, that's all fair enough. But
always remember, don't button the bottom button of your suit.
Yeah.
This goes for a single-breasted and especially...
Yep, always the one. I'm not one for rules at all, but this is just the one that always gets me. The bottom button of the double-breasted jacket. Again, I'm completely against rules in 99.99% of times. But that one just gets me. That inner button as well, I can never be bothered to do that up. I know it's a big one for a lot of people and it can change the silhouette, but if you're opening and closing your jacket a lot, I just can't be arsed with it.
You don't ruin your first impression taking a drink from your favorite latte. How will you do this?
I've seen this guy before. I saw a video about him something to do with sitting down. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Stop serving the cup. Drink it like a man.
Okay. So, you shouldn't lean in. This is non-alcoholic, by the way. This is actually no sponsor, but if you're into non-alcoholic beers, this is an absolute banger. Anyway, so yeah.
How did it look? You ever wonder what it looks like from the side when you take a seat?
I mean, obviously there's something in sort of body posture and body language in general. There's definitely something in that, without doubt. But to overly worry about it, to overly be monitoring yourself, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. It's not going to get you those. It's not the marginal gains that you think it's going to be. If you've really got an issue, say like posture or something like slouching, yes, of course, change that. But to be always like, I've got to drink like this, I've got to probably cross my legs or not cross my legs or something like that, it's just too much. So it's also, that is the thing that's going to show up so much more to, say if you're dating. That unsurety, is unsurety a word? But whatever it is, if you're more natural and looser and more relaxed about yourself, more confident in yourself and comfortable with yourself, that's going to come across so much better than serving your cup.
At the dinner table, most of you will be leaning over the chair, pulling it over, then coming in and make it look effortless. Make that chair serve you.
This is a wild one. To actually think about how you pull out a chair and sit down, like that is like, it's ridiculous. Like there is, okay, you're watching James Bond pull out a chair. He's gonna pull out the chair like the one with the green tick he's got on here. Fine, but it's crazy. That's a movie, and to think about every little detail, it's manic.
How does it look? Here,
That, yeah, I mean, I don't know. We can't. We'll do one more of his. But it's sitting down. It's sitting down. Like what? How? Like, chairs change. Your mood changes. You're not thinking about this stuff. You shouldn't think about this stuff.
I am grabbing it like an 8 and coming to business meeting. Make sure not to use underhand grip when carrying the folder. Making it all about the folder, but not about yourself. You grab the folder, approaching the business meeting in this manner.
So I think if you're holding a folder like that, you're someone that's really thinking about this sort of stuff. So probably you may be a little bit clumsy because you're trying to work on yourself this. You're really opening up yourself to just a little swing and throwing it backwards by accident. And then you're gonna make yourself look really silly. But this is insanity. I think he's doing this. This is a bit of a joke though, right? I'm assuming, and this may be my bad negative assumption, but he's trying to make you guys or make people not be effeminate or like be more masculine. But if let's go to the clothing choice, with a very short jacket, very tight, and his trousers are like leggings. That is what the thing I'd be working on more, is to dress in a more masculine, feminine. I don't really like going down those routes. But if this is what we're talking about, the clothing is the thing that's going to cause, there's going to be the biggest gains in that situation, because this way is completely cancelling out any sort of other sort of bonus points he's getting from sitting down or holding a folder. But anyway guys, that was me watching some videos. Let me know in the comments below if I should do any more of these. Obviously I've got to do them in a bit more of a organised and better way. I'm just trying to figure this out. Also, if you have any other videos for me to have a look at, DM me or drop a link in the comments or something. I don't know how that works. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out for them, and maybe we'll do another one of these soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.